Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Watson now to throw. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Complete to Will Fuller.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things could be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
They often say you can't force situations, you just have to let them happen organically, and that's exactly what happened in Kansas City as Patrick Mahomes took over as the quarterback and has become the face of the franchise in the NFL as we now move into the 101st season. 4th year in the league, already has an MVP, a Super Bowl title, and a Super Bowl MVP on his resume. 3 huge games in the postseason last year, 10 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions, and 2 more on the ground. He just keeps getting better and better, and every time you watch him play, you want to see more.
From the 24, Mahomes. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Damian Williams.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 42.
On 2nd down, Williams. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. He almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
To Brandon Cooks.
2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 20.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Texans 14, Chiefs nothing.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Williams. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brandon Cooks.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
From the gun, here's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To Will Fuller.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On first down. Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Watson on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he'll bang that one through. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Hardman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Our game here at Arrowhead, the first of some great matchups here in Week 1. You've got Miami at New England in year 1 after TB. And you've got the first ever Las Vegas Raider game as they travel to Carolina. You've got the aforementioned Mr. Brady and his Buccaneers taking on New Orleans. And then, of course, the debut of SoFi Stadium Sunday night. How about this for an opener? The Dallas Cowboys and the LA Rams. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes a front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Justin Reed.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 40 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, headed into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's complete to Fuller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Underneath for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
37-yard
The
line.
final shot before the break. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. So we have reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here's Hardman on the return.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play,
Chiefs 10-yard
but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Here's Hardman on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. There he goes, right side.
If you were me,
all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Watson.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
Offense.
And that'll set him back 5. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
The Chiefs 1 yard.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
The kick is good.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, it's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Now a 10 carry for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
Here's Hardman on the return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Number 26, Damian Williams.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Short of the goal line. A 6-yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
They run. It's Williams. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive.
And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on him?
You've got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him.
There goes Duke Johnson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. Now it's Mahomes again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eric Murray, the ex-Chief, has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It has been quite a display here, the opening game of the new season. Really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the 4th quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
The ball carrier.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game.